Good morning, collective. So, before we do a little reading today, I just wanted to address. I posted about this on Instagram in my stories, but there's only ever 2 complaints that I get on this channel. The one complaint is, well, this is not true. And you've heard every reader say to you, if it's not your story, don't claim it, right? So if it's not your story, don't claim it. Don't try to force it. But if you have such a strong reaction of this isn't true, I would ask, why are you so bonded to this? Nope, not true, not true, sort of an energy. Right, what is the pushback on that? And the second complaint that I get is sound. Either I get the complaint, it's too quiet, I couldn't hear it. Or I get the complaint, it's too noisy, it bothers me. And I mean, those are 2 very valid and very wide spectrums. But what Spirit has shown me over time has been that we have a part of our brain cortex, the AIC, that regulates our emotions. And it also regulates how we react to noises, because it's very tied into our emotions. So my feeling is, if you can't hear something, maybe you're not ready for it, or you're not supposed to hear it. If it's too loud for you, maybe it's triggering you, or again, you're not supposed to hear it, right? You're supposed to tune off. When I was born, I was premature. I was a twin. We have no idea whatever happened to my twin, by the way. I put my DNA out there a million years ago and have never had a hit come back. When I was 4, I had a reoccurring dream of burning alive in a fire, and then I never had the dream again. And I had it over and over and over, and then nothing. So there's a possibility that my twin actually was burned alive in a fire, and I just was feeling that it could have been another lifetime that I was releasing. I'm not sure, but I was so tiny. I didn't even weigh 5 pounds. And my parents were supposed to be moving to a new borough for my dad's work. But they would not let them move until I weighed 5 pounds. And when I did some soul retrieval, and I've done a lot of soul retrieval, there's not just one piece of your soul that just gets scattered off into the nothingness. But I did some soul retrieval where I found a piece of my soul in my mother's tear. And she was holding me, and she was crying, and my dad was pacing, and he was yelling because they couldn't move, and he needed to be closer to work. Well, I had taken that moment of time and made all of these life lessons about that I was told, right? That my size mattered. And one of the things that has come to me from Spirit is that pretty much the very last life lesson that we really have to learn in Earth School is that we are not the body. The body is the sacred temple that holds us, and we should be grateful and treat it as such. It is a magnificent, amazing grouping of energy, frequencies that have come together to allow your soul to experience this lesson, this school. And so that is one of the very last lessons that we can learn before we're going to move on to the higher level, or maybe what we can call the new earth, is that you are not the body. You are with the body. And so Sometimes I think that some of us forget that we are not the body. And old me, when somebody says, "You're too loud, you're too quiet, you're too small, oh my gosh, you're so fat, your forehead is so big," right? Like old me would have been like, well, that's so mean, that hurts my feelings, and I'm going to change because I want love for what this is, this body. I need love for this body. This body is no different than Oliver and Oscar, right? They are already attuned to the frequency of love, 100%. It's the soul that gets out of sync. And so when somebody, comes to me with these things, I just have to say, right? Like, well, there's a reason that me, this essence, this frequency, this vibration is not resonating with you, right? And that reason is not for me to decide. I can give you some supportive hints. I could be completely off base, right? But this is what Spirit has guided me with. And there's a reason why there are so many readers on YouTube. We were all called to this because Spirit was like, there are some people that are ready for this message. There are some people that are ready for this message. There are some people that are ready for this message. There are some people that are ready for this message, right? And it's not just tarot readers. I'm talking about energy readers, right? Not all tarot readers are energy readers. Some tarot readers are just card readers, okay? They are not intuitive. They just are reading what they were taught. They are book smart, okay? They are tarot book smart. I'm not tarot book smart. And I cannot tell you, I cannot pick up like the Two of Earth, okay, and be like, this is exactly what the Two of Earth means. As an example, these were in my Course in Miracles book when I pulled it out to show someone, the Magician and the Two of Earth. And what came to me on these was that the Magician is holding this wand, right? That brand new action that I need to take. And I'm walking very, very like contemplative, and I'm very focused, right? Balanced on keeping a little bit of light following me. But the Magician, my spirit guide here, right? Higher self, is holding out their hand. Come take my hand. I'll help you down from this little fence, right? I'm here to help you with what you've prepared so that you can manifest that which is meant for you. Okay? If you are not in a frequency to want to hear that sort of a message, right? Like, then you probably want to hear somebody say that whatever that traditional meaning would be for those two cards. And that's completely okay, right? We are all at different spectrums, different fractals of the Earth School experience. No judgment there, right? Could be your first time in Earth School. Great. Okay, you might not resonate with the frequency that I see, like wolf energy and lion energy outside of my house, and that I saw the llama bring me, the sacred llama brought me the Peruvian, right, Andean mountains to my home, right, because I could not go there. They brought that to me for the new year, right? Like, you might be like, yeah, that girl, she is like so crazy, like she's a lunatic. Great. Right? That is where you're at. And I just felt like I needed to clarify that, because there is nothing wrong with a reader not being for you, for whatever the reason, right? If you feel bonded to somebody, it's because you are at the same soul frequency. If you don't feel bonded to them, you are not at the same soul frequency at the time. And that's okay, right? And I very much appreciate those comments, because they do spurn something. Like that last person that left that comment spurned this energy of me, like, oh yeah, Spirit saying I should talk about this. Okay. And that's important. It really is. So let's see what Spirit wants to talk about today. Okay. Being that we've got the 1 and the 2 that I just shared, right? Moving towards the 3, right? January 23, which is very interesting. Now, there is a birth that you need to be present for, okay? Empress energy here as well. Be very in the present moment. This moment will be gone in but an instant, and any of the pain you will have forgotten. So use that pain as a laser focus and be in that mindfulness right now. Okay, again, it's the bridge coming out, but it kind of came out crossed here in reverse. You're running from that bridge we talked about yesterday. If you didn't watch yesterday's reading, you may be drawn to that. You're running from that bridge because you don't want to run into the winter. You don't want to run into the ending. There's a little bit of a fear of finalization of something here, right? It's kind of like, again, they're showing me like the birth, right? Some women get kind of afraid of having the baby, men as well. But some women don't want to give up that beautiful feeling of having that extra soul in their body, okay? There's something that always remains in you, even when you walk away from something. Tree of life. Your heart knows, so above, so below. That heart open, you're taking a part of everything with you as you move through life. Okay. Yeah, there's a possibility, and it's funny, right as that comes through, that TikTok comes through, of the A that's being used with all the AI videos, right? There's a possibility, right? Somebody is already with you. And if you're not open in that heart space, you might miss that wish that you asked for. Again, it's crossed by visualization, right? The visualize card. You have to stay in present moment with your heart open for this to land. Grounding in reverse with transformation here. Okay. The caterpillar hangs there for a minute before it transforms. That's where you are. You're just hanging there for a minute. Okay. Yeah. And then you will flow into that magician reaching out for your hand. You'll be given that wand and you'll create something. Okay. So Spirit's like, just keep going with it, right? Why do we want to run from this, Spirit? Page of Cups, because it's different. It's new and different, right? We're not accustomed to our wishes coming to us. We are accustomed to being so closed off, right? That we push away all these different, like they're showing these, right? As these different atoms, components, right? Alchemical solutions. Like we're so used to pushing them off and just hanging on to the one that feels comfortable, Okay. Yeah. We like to feel balanced. Sometimes the truth imbalances us. And we're like, nope, I don't want to be imbalanced, right? Yeah. Queen of Swords. Cutting that shit out. But in the next 2 weeks, that heart wide open energy and that truth is going to come in, and you need to be in heart wide open energy to accept and integrate, okay, this. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles, okay. Spirit's like, don't worry that this is going to make you give up that peace that makes you feel comfortable. Okay. They're not asking you to release everything right now. And in fact, they're showing me that both horse and rider are holding on to a little something, right? Like mother and child, holding on to a little something that is just mine. Okay. Makes me feel good. Makes me feel independent a little bit, right? As I'm going into this strange new world, it's also, they're showing me holding on to a piece of the past, right? Mother holding on to the piece of the child, child holding on to the piece of the mother, right? Like, I don't have to give it all up. In both ways, that is truth. Okay? You're not being asked to blossom into spring overnight. Okay, yeah, Six of Swords. It's a gentle transformation, right? You're hanging in that caterpillar energy as you transform. Again, there is going to be 2 weeks that are going to be very essential in this. Okay, Four of Cups. And you have to decide if you're going to take that cup or not. Three of Swords, there's a part of you overthinking it because of past pain. And that's what this truth kind of brings back up, is past pain. Yeah, again, Ten of Pentacles. It makes you feel unsteady. But when we get to the Ten of Pentacles, right, then we can complete the cycle and we start this higher cycle, right? Six of Wands. You're waiting for that last wand, for the magician to hand you that wand so that you can reach this level of success, of equality. It's almost like a bond to a friend, right? And that takes you to this golden path that's leading you into this new energy, this new frequency. Okay. Yeah, goblins. Okay. The challenge here is that you can't see things yet. And that's a little scary. But there's a heart frequency there. And it's quite beautiful. And sometimes, again, those moments happen so quickly. We have to stay in present moment. And they're saying, enjoy this time of the, like, early morning light. This morning I also posted, someone needs to hear this, on my Paleo Veggio Instagram. The sunrise was a cotton candy sunrise, which I almost never see. It was so beautiful. So I took a little video to share it. Right? So that I enjoyed the moment for a minute, and then I was like, oh, I should take this video. Right? To remember it. There's magical map shifting going on here this year. Okay? Again, the year of the 7. There's this cleansing and realignment of your timing that you do not see yet. Again, right? It's under this moon. And it is for that higher 12 frequency. For those of you that know that the 12s to me are so much more important than the 11s. Yeah, a rebirth. Out of the winter, right? There'll be a rebirth, but you have to actually walk into the winter. And we've got that spirit of place energy where, again, right, like you're running from this winter. You're running from this pause, this being in present moment. Eventually, Spirit's like, eventually we are going to put you in a place where you're just stuck there for a minute. One ring circus. And that could bring in a lot of heartache. I'm seeing angel number 1919, okay, which again is also 1010, which comes down to 20, right, judgment, which is also then, right, 2 choices. And you have a choice in this, you really do, right? But your ancestors are gently guiding you. Your spirit guides are gently guiding you, right? They're like, over the next 2 weeks, it's going to be a balancing act as you leave the 11s into the 12s. And we are the ones holding that cord so that you do not fall. And you don't need to worry about any of that. Okay? There's a possibility. Right? Somebody's already in your frequency. Yeah. With the Ace of Wands, the Magician is holding the wand. Already there. Okay? On the other side of that, the Goblin is the Magician. Okay, holding that wand, sparking open the new day, the morning, right? And it will come with a spark, 8 of Wands, that then does that 2 of Earth, that 2 of Pentacles, that does take you off of that spot where you're hanging, off that fence, transforms your wings so that you can fly. Again, the lessons aren't ending, but they're showing me that you are being able to deal with the lessons on a different frequency now. Like before, because they were all, like they're showing me, okay, in Doctor Strange, if you've seen that movie, when they have the time space like come apart and there's different layers intersecting as they're doing their fight scene, right? Like they're showing me that that's how the lessons have kind of felt to you, but you're coming into this mastery where it doesn't matter that it changes planes, that you've got this, right? You know that the truth that's coming to you is what aligns all of this. Yeah, your guides are like Hierophant and the Devil. It's a choice, it's a judgment to take this path, to take this key, to allow yourself to sit with this desire to run and to not run, and to allow yourself this change, okay? Yeah. With it brings a little bit of an essence of dark love here, Father of Cups, with the 8 of Swords. It could be a truth about love that, right, like it comes in and it sets you free. And it's this feeling of even what you've been through, like they're showing me with this Father of Cups, right? Even what you've been through, or they've been through, where it feels like covered in this icky, sludgy oil slick of energy. There's always been this protective energy until you were ready for this, right? And you are ready for this with that 6 of Cups, okay? you are. Final messages here, Spirit. Yeah, again, right? Yes, there is heartache here, and there's an awareness here that the Magician waits on the other side of this. Are you ready to unbuckle yourself from this ride, this darkness, and start heading towards that wand, that light, right? And there we go, right? Are you ready to make that choice? Or are you going to keep that belt locked, right, into the old story? Okay. That is all your choice, again, right? The work that you decide you want to accomplish is all yours. You'll know when you're ready to rebirth, to come out of the cocoon. You'll know when that choice is right for you. No one else can make that choice but you, right? Mental conflict. But don't let it be fear that chooses for you, right? Again, use the karma energy, the karmic energy of this year in your awareness to know when it is truly time. Yeah, because what does that Magician bring? It brings you that wand, and that passion ignites, okay? It's a matched frequency. Beautiful. Love you guys. Have such a beautiful day, and I will see you next time. All right? Bye.